Welcome back everybody to a new video. I know I haven't done one in a while, that's why I want to update you on my new PC that I have been building and putting together. For the processor, I have chosen a Ryzen 5 1600X processor. Nice little processor. I've actually paired that up with an Asus B350 motherboard. That is an MATX motherboard because I wanted to go for a smaller build this time. The RAM that I've chosen is the Trident Z RGB memory that is 3200 megahertz memory, pairs really nicely with the Ryzen 5 processor. For the graphics card, I chose a GeForce GTX 1070. I know it's a little older of a graphics card, but I picked it up for a really good price, so I didn't complain too terribly much. The graphics card and the CPU will both be cooled by EK water blocks. With that being said, I will be hard tubing this beast, even though it's going to be in a small case, and I probably will mess up and have to do a few extra bends. But without further ado, guys, let's get building. Okay guys, so the computer is built and I'm absolutely loving the outcome of the water cooling loop and the RGB that I put into this thing. The benchmarking has just been phenomenal and It's great. Currently, I'm actually running Valley benchmark behind me. It's running between 40 to about 120 frames a second in the different given areas, sitting at about 41 degrees, which is amazing. I'm running on the silent preset of these fans, and you can't even hear them, which is just amazing. Like, you can actually finally have this computer in your room, like, rendering videos, and you're not going to be like, oh, I can't sleep because this is too loud. It's great. I'm absolutely loving it. And like these temperatures I couldn't get with the cooler that comes with the graphics card. These things just don't keep up like the water cooling does. And I have two 240 mil radiators on there, and the performance is amazing. So the different benchmarking things that I did, I ran the Firestrike benchmark. It gave me a graphics score of 18,453 with an overall score of 15,614. Time Spy, I got a graphics score of 6,133 and an overall score of 6,121. These type of benchmarks I didn't do all the time because they're not inherent to the games that we play. So I play a lot of War Thunder. So I ran the War Thunder benchmark. It gave me a maximum frame rate of 59 frames a second with an average frame rate of 49 frames a second and a minimum of 31, which was great. I ran these on the maximum presets. So it just shows that this graphics card is just chewing through this stuff. Sure, it's not the highest graphics card. It still works. It's still games. It's still great. So Fortnite is another one that I ran. I ran this on the 50v50 preset just to stress pretty much everything around me, the CPU and the GPU combined, since there was pretty much all 100 players drop into the one area and just fight. So it's a lot of stress on the system. And this system just absolutely loved this game. It ran a maximum frame rate of 168 frames a second, a minimum of 54 frames a second, averaging about 106. Extremely playable. And this again was on the Ultra presets or the Epic presets, whatever Epic wants to call them. It's just going through everything. Sure, it's a very optimized game, not high load, but the graphics card is still running it fine. My old 670s were having a hard time trying to keep up with even games like this. So I'm extremely happy that I was able to pick up a 1070 for like $500. You can't find them like that anymore. So PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is another one. Sure, it's extremely unoptimized, but it gave me a maximum frame rate of about 73 frames a second, a minimum of 27. Still quite playable, mainly when you're first going into buildings, loading in a bunch of textures on the guns and stuff, averaging about 59 frames a second. Again, extremely playable. I ran this on the Ultra preset again. Turn down the preset and you're jumping up to the 150s on like a 1070, an 8 gig card, something that like I said, I picked up for $500. I'm extremely happy with this graphics card, and it's doing an amazing job so far. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you guys a little bit of information on the PC that I have built and about the system components that I have put inside of it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and I will respond to you in a timely manner. And if you guys liked it, please give a thumbs up. It helps a lot with the searching functionality on YouTube. So guys, without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day.